You're watching The Buzz, where we hit your faves with 5 rapid fire questions. And today we are buzzing to get into the festive spirit with Jules, a Sydney based singer songwriter who has just dropped a new EP titled It's Coming on Christmas. Jules, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
How's everything in the lead up to Christmas? Getting a bit crazy yet?
Sort of. I feel like it gets crazier in November than December, so it's weird. People try and do things earlier and earlier.
So, like I said, you've just released your new EP, which is filled with holiday cheer. Why did you choose to make a Christmas themed record?
Well, I liked the idea of putting together a collection of songs and seeing what came out the other side as opposed to just writing the songs. And so at first we were going to make what I call a Christmas adjacent album, sort of like on the fringes of Christmas. But then when we got into the studio, I was with Sean Carey in Camperdown at Church Street Studios. We threw one Christmas song in and then suddenly we have the majority of the songs are Christmas. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it wasn't necessarily meant to be so much Christmas, it just kind of went that way eventually.
Yeah, and I think too, it's pretty melancholy sort of Christmas, more like a reflection album as opposed to filled with too much pomp and joy.
Yep. Outside of your own songs, do you have an all-time favourite Christmas song?
I would say I really like the Charlie Brown Christmas album. And especially Vince Guaraldi Trio, they wrote Christmas Time is Here, and there's an instrumental version and then there's a version where they add the choir in. I just find it so lovely and melancholy and lovely. Yeah.
And then I'd also like to know, what is your greatest Christmas gift that you've ever received?
Oh dear. I think for me, because I'm a mum, I love giving the gifts. And so it does get surprising, like, when you do receive a gift. And I remember I had the biggest gift under a tree one year. And my husband decided to get me a stand-up paddleboard. And that was exciting. I felt like a kid. You're like, I've got the biggest treat, the biggest gift.
Yeah, that is by far and away the biggest potential gift to be under the tree. I guess now as a mum, how has Christmas changed in terms of like that Christmas morning is probably a lot different now?
Yeah, I really like the lead up to Christmas. We repeat a lot of our traditions, and I think the children now, they're older too, they get a lot of joy out of things. We buy one new decoration for the tree per year. So when we're actually decorating the tree, it's built up now that we've got many, many decorations, but they can all remember which one they chose and whether it's a fire truck or I don't know, an angel or whatever they choose. And then those are their decorations. It's a fun tradition.
Awesome. So finally, what items are included in your family's Christmas lunch dinner spread?
I always glaze a ham. And you know how you like the diagonal sort of, you cut the fat and then you put the cloves in and then you glaze over the top.
Yep.
Definitely do that. And I do love doing a Christmas dessert. One year I did a yule log, which is where you like get a cake and you actually roll it with I used like a liqueur, Frangelico cream, but then I made like a little forest. So it's very sort of European, but and my mum makes really great prawn cocktails. So yeah. Always champagne.
Yep. Do you do the big elaborate Christmas lunch dinner, or is your family more quiet and subdued for Christmas lunch?
I'm one of 6 kids, so it's quite
Impossible to have a quiet, subdued Christmas.
A couple of my siblings are in London, but we're still very big here in Australia. And my partner, my husband Rob, his family's a lot smaller, so we do both. A big one and then a small one.
Perfect. Alrighty. Thank you, Jules, for joining me in the Hive. Where is the best place for people to join your creative colony moving forward?
So I don't have any social media, but I do have a website called lightsrecordlabel.com, Lights recordlabel.com. and this is my album for It's Coming on Christmas. Promotion there, it's out now. But if you just search It's Coming on Christmas and Jules, it's in all the streaming platforms.
Wonderful. Alrighty. Thank you so much. And if you want to see more of your faves spill the goods, hit follow and catch me on the next drop of The Hive.